What's going on, guys? At the range today with something I did not know existed, but it's different. All right, so hear me out.
Leave me alone. No, I give up, I give up.
All right, what we have here is a product by a company called Reflectoscope. The name of the product is Cornerscope. Now, they did send this to me to check out. And this is one of those things where it's like unique for sure, different because it's unique. But I feel like what they've brought to market with this is just something that I'm going to say is pretty cool because I like different, innovative things. This is not going to be for everybody, for sure. There's going to be a lot of stuff probably in the comments, people saying this and that about different things we're going to go over about this scope, what they call a scope. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what it does, what it's made for, and do some shooting with it and see how well it works. I've taken a few shots off camera to kind of get my bearings about me, and I found that it works. I'll talk about what I think this is made for, what situations this is made for, and if this is something for you, even if you didn't want to put this on a real firearm, 22, 9mm, shotgun, whatever. This is something pretty cool for you guys to do, like mil-sim stuff, airsoft stuff. So what you're seeing here on this site, or this scope, is mirrors. So this is mirrors. You can see the camera in here. There's a mirror on both sides of the scope. So whether you're right-handed or left-handed, first thing you're going to say is, Steve, I don't want a mirror on my gun. It is the definition of what people try to avoid on their rifle. The glint, the glare, the reflective surface that you're going to get if somebody is shooting at you. Somebody's looking in your direction and you're shooting at them. Whether it's mil-sim, airsoft, or in an actual gunfight. You're going to be seeing nothing but glint and shine coming off the sun. I'll try to get a shot coming through with the sun to see what it really looks like. I don't think this thing is necessarily made for daytime, out in the middle of wherever you're at, where it's bright and sunny. This thing and how it's marketed, this is made for like a CQB, tight quarters, nighttime, dark situation. And that, I think that lends to why I'm saying, the reflectivity of this and the glint you're going to get in the outdoors. But this thing is really meant for like close range setups and distances. It does have some rear sight built in there, you can see right here. So you can actually use this as a sight to look down. Now it doesn't give you like the perfect peephole to be pinpoint precise, but if I wasn't using a rear sight and I just wanted to use the rear sight of this and the front post, I certainly can do that. It's just a V notch. I'm seeing a V with the front post in the front and shooting it off camera at a target between 25 and 45 yards away. I was on target, hitting a man-sized target. So it does work in that respect. This is made to be shot around corners. So far, off camera, I tried this to see if this was a piece of junk. Because I wasn't going to review it if it wasn't a piece of junk, or if it was a piece of junk, but it actually worked. So it worked. This is a 22 we're using right here. I brought a 9mm, we're gonna throw it on the MP5, which I haven't done yet, but I wanted to at least test it on a 22. One of the main things you're gonna wanna use with this is a laser setup. Now right here I have one of those Olight flashlight laser combos here. It's the only thing I had in a pinch. And I have it mounted underneath. From what I understand, the best way to do this and what pictures you're going to see from the website and the video is the laser mounted on top behind the optic. So the laser is essentially, you've got it sighted in and it's shining right through. So as you can see, it does work. And it's really hard to get a shot with the camera in the mirrors, but it does do what it's supposed to do. It's much easier to see it with the eye. All right, so it's just hard to capture on camera what it is that you're seeing through this site. Definitely made for CQB type stuff. You're gonna say, Steve, again, I can hear it. Steve, why are you reviewing this? Why are you looking at this? This is not like a serious product. I think what the company set out to do, Reflectoscope and the Cornerscope, what I think they set out to do is solve a problem the best way possible, really, because there's really no good way that I'm aware of to be able to be behind cover, not expose yourself, and be able to take a shot or shots if needed. I think this product actually does, it accomplishes that goal. Yes, it's a mirror, right? It's not a camera, which you've seen, different products in years past, using a camera system and be able to see and fold and bend around a corner. This is just using mirrors. It's simple. It's a simple product. It does work. I mean, I've tested it here today, shooting around a corner at a target with a laser, and it works. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. Again, you can't really appreciate it on camera because it's really hard to capture and see what the human eye sees when looking in this. It does work. You can see, and setting it up with the laser behind to shine through the sight, or setting it up underneath how I had it on the 416-22, depending on how you have your laser sighted in, is just how you're going to have it set up. I mean, this, I think, makes more sense as far as getting a more direct line of sight. I mean, you're still going to have overbore or underbore, overbore, underbore issues. No matter where you're setting this up, you're still going to have to sight it in and know your distances, know your holds, all of that. But this really does seem like a simple but effective way to accomplish a CQB type of situation where you need to post up behind a wall, concrete wall, whatever, and engage around the corner instead of just blindly shooting. To be able to actually see what you're aiming at, yeah, you're going to have a laser, so somebody's going to see you're pointing the laser down range if they're seeing that thing fly all around trying to get on target. But it's better, I think, than being out in the open. As simple as it is, I think it did that. Again, they did send me this for review. Believe it or not, I turned down a lot of stuff because I'm like, no. But I wanted to give this a shot because I thought it was interesting, and I thought that it really did do something. And if it worked, I wanted to see if it worked. To be honest, it was a lot of, does this work? Curiosity on my end, and I think it does what it's supposed to do, as cost effective and as simple of a way as it can. Steve, how much is this thing? It can't be a lot, right? Well, it's one of those things. So this is the enhanced kit. This comes with the optic and this little riser mount here that it's on to kind of put you in a better height for laser matching. You can just get the the optic, the scope itself. You're looking at around 150-ish bucks for just this, and then about 200 bucks for the enhanced kit that comes with a Pelican case. The riser that this is on, and this, and a backup set of mirrors. I would imagine, I mean, a mirror is a mirror, right? I'm not going to throw this thing around, but I would imagine if you did drop it, it landed on something hard, you are going to break a mirror. I think that's something else to consider. How much use can you get? How durable is it going to be? You know, if it's exposed to any kind of damage, you know, it'll probably break. I mean, because it's a mirror. You know, there's no two ways about that. Overall, again, I think it accomplishes something, and it's just pretty cool. I like cool stuff. I like trying things and see what's out there, and this is that, the Reflectoscope Cornerscope. All right, guys, don't forget, if you like what you see and you want to see more, subscribe, and always check me out on Instagram. More active there for more daily-ish type of stuff. Don't forget Steve, MP5. I'll see you next time.